Look, I want to answer this carefully. I don't want to over or undersell the opportunity here. I will say though that how in most instances that I'm aware of, the plan still bears the insurance risk or the downside cost risk. And so that direct risk of, oh, if somebody goes to the hospital and it's a $50,000 hospital bill, I'm not aware of SNFs unless there's a joint venture or something like that in a traditional I-SNP contract bearing a lot of that downside risk. So then it becomes kind of, when you look at the contract and the structure, uh, how does this impact your revenue today? And I think you need to have a holistic, and you should find a partner that is willing to go through that model with you in full transparency. Because if they're not, and you sign and it's not the right thing for you, like you're just delaying the inevitable. It's not going to work a year from now. No one's going to be happy, and then you're going to part ways. And so you need to find someone that is willing to say, let's think about how the revenue flows differently in this model. You're moving most often from a fee for service model into a capitated and shared savings model within I-SNP. And so it's no longer thinking, what are all the different services that I can bill and then get revenue for? It's, I'm actually getting a cap amount, a larger amount of a monthly payment from the health plan for services like skilled days and Part B therapy. That's bundled in. Now, this individual may or may not need those services this month. And how does my delivery of the services that they truly need, how does that impact my underlying operating costs when I think about staffing and supplies? And then when you put all that together, plus the shared savings at the end, how does that change my overall cash flow or revenue in the long term? And I think for those people that have done that and created real partnerships, it turns out actually it's much better. It's a better opportunity. And that comes down to thinking, okay, do you have a partner that's willing to break down the finances with you? That's willing to say, hey, let's get an NDA. Let's go through, your, P&L, on a community basis, and let's talk about how this will work. And then they should be able to match the contract in a way that at least like early on feels fair. And then you may not get it, but then you have a partner that you didn't get it right, they're coming back to the table and they're making those contractual adjustments so that the finances are working, and you're building a partnership together that ultimately results in, I think, a better margin opportunity for the operator in the long term than a lot of what they're experiencing today for their long-term care business.